Shark meat in school lunches is unknowingly being served to millions of Brazilian primary school students. Since 2004, the government has bought 5,400 tons of shark meat to serve at 5,900 public institutions, such as hospitals, food banks, elderly care facilities, prisons, and the military, across 542 municipalities in 10 of Brazil's 26 states. 90% of the shark meat was added to school lunches, over 1,000 of which were in nurseries and preschools served to toddlers that are vulnerable to adverse health effects. But how is this even happening? Shark meat is being bought and sold as caçao at markets instead of the Portuguese word for shark tiburão, so the public is mostly unaware. The Brazilian government is buying caçao en masse and providing meals for institutions under anti-hunger campaigns built to end malnutrition in the country. And it's arguably working with steep prices to shark populations and human health. Eating shark has been a part of Brazilian culture in the past, so many fisheries caught shark for their fins and meat. But over time, local populations were decimated and public pressure forced officials to ban finning. Today, the government buys shark meat en masse from Spain and Taiwan fisheries who deem the meat undesirable because they go after the luxurious fins, so they get it for cheap. However, this massive market is dangerous because 71% of all sharks have been lost since 1970, and endangered sharks like angel sharks are being sold as peixe anjo and consumed. But the most concerning impact is on human health. Sharks bioaccumulate toxic methylmercury and other heavy metals like arsenic in their fatty tissues. Some of the sharks tested had 4.5 times the acceptable limit of mercury and 13 times the legal levels of arsenic. These heavy metals are being force-fed to preschoolers and young children in school lunches and will cause issues in the brain and nervous system, affecting cognition, memory, language, attention, fine motor skills, and visual spatial skills, which is deeply concerning. Journalists at Manga Bay, an environmental media nonprofit, uncovered this data, tracking over 1,000 vendors on the shark trade using government transparency data portals. Nutritionists are advocating for caçao as a healthy alternative for other meats because there's no bones, and shark traders falsely claim that selenium cancels out arsenic in fatty tissues, but they aren't mentioning these devastating impacts to young minds. In response to this expose, a Brazilian official has called for a parliamentary hearing, and residents across the country have expressed their dismay. If you live in Brazil and want to make a difference, I linked Sea Shepherd Brazil's petition below to end the shark meat sale to all governmental and public institutions, and you should definitely contact your local officials to raise awareness and tell them to stop this major issue.